Hi guys, follow me on Instagram to never ever miss any of my crazy updates. Hi guys, and welcome to another vlog. And you can see all these tire marks. That's thanks to that car there, the Volkswagen Vento. Now there are a lot of changes on this car because it has been modified, but straight away let's get into the engine bay as always the case. And I'm not roaming with the key, which I always do usually in the start of a video because this doesn't get keyless entry. This is the engine, the TDI engine, and you get a lot of this here as well for reasons unknown. Anyways, this is the car. Looks absolutely smashing because of the deletion of chrome and blackened treatment and these beautiful lights which gets these dynamic swipe indicators which swipe from inside to outside, and these beautiful projector lights which look absolutely rad. I also love the color on this vehicle, blackened VW logo, which is also quite cool. And apparently a Skoda Octavia RS reversed into this car, that's why the number plate has this damage. Anyways, you can see the lights look so freaking awesome, aren't they amazing? Meanwhile, the car looks a very nice sleeper and of course dope as well. At the side you can see these wheels, they are really nice GTR Pro wheels. This tire size is 215/45/17, and although they are low profile, it really doesn't affect the beautiful ride of the Vento. The wheels look really very nice, and so the character of this car as well. From the side, of course, sleeper looks, but really the wheels actually transform the way the car looks. Meanwhile, you get the diesel badging there on the fuel lid along with the Nürburgring map as well, just to tell you that this car has 4 more horsepower thanks to that particular treatment there. You get a very subtle spoiler finished in black, blackened VW logo, and the car definitely looks quite nice. I actually love this color. Lights are also very dope on this vehicle. Meanwhile, let's open the boot. Now the boot doesn't open like this, which is usually the case with VW cars, but that's in the Polo. Boot is large enough, spare wheel is obviously the smaller size, and the rear seat also has decent amount of space, but not as much as its rival. Now a lot of stuff has been thrown in, and of course after you do all this, every stuff flies from here to there. No passive entry, which is disappointing. No push button start, which is more disappointing. And you get these beautiful leather seats which have been added in this car, which is very nice and soft and comfortable as well. Straight inside, let me tell you that firstly we need to turn off the air conditioning reduced. You get the German flag here on the steering wheel. You get this beautiful R written here on this flat bottom steering wheel as well. Mobile holder here, romantic encounter along with Iron Man here, who seems to be dancing all the time. Dashboard is understated. It's kind of old right now, but still looks quite nice if you're into those things. Meanwhile, the horn is really nice inside this vehicle. So overall, yes, the car looks nice, neatly done, good modifications. But how is it to drive? Well, let's get going. Alright, we're all set to go. Air conditioning off, traction control off. We get into sport mode right now. Left foot on the brake, right foot on the accelerator, revving the motor. Okay, it is begging to go. Revving the motor, revs hardly anything, and then there's this lag, and then it takes off. Revs really very fast, gives exciting performance. This is the Vento diesel. Now this 1.5 liter diesel motor produces around 110 horsepower and 260 newton meters of torque. As expected, performance is breathtaking, but there's some amount of lag lower down, and that lag really slows its time from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, which takes around 10 seconds. But the lag is so pronounced in the low end that it just robs away the quick feeling of this vehicle, because the mid-range is really very strong. In fact, it even has a top end redlining above 5000 rpm. Now this being the DSG, it doesn't really go past 5000 rpm so easily. Meanwhile, in the manual you can hold the revs till 5500 rpm. That is the level of punch on offer. Now of course the car feels great to drive because it feels so robust, so stable as well, and on these wider 215 tires it has so much grip. High speed stability is phenomenal, and going through corners, look at the composure. Body roll is very well contained. Get into the gas, little bit of hesitation by the gearbox to give you a shift, but once you get it, it absolutely punches hard and fast. And let me get into drive, let me push it into manual mode. Here we are. Now we come into third gear. You can see the tachometer has so much enthusiasm. It pulls all the way, but it will not hold on to a gear. Even if you want to do it, it will upshift. Now this happens to be a 7-speed DSG gearbox, dual clutch gearbox. It is fast with shifts, but somehow it has this hesitation almost all the time. When you mash the throttle, it will not give you a shift as much as you want it to happen. It just won't happen. happen. Left foot on the brake, right foot on the accelerator. Now this is a car which I don't even know why Volkswagen is wasting money by giving it traction control, because it doesn't need it. It doesn't spin its wheels no matter how hard you're onto the throttle because of the low end lag, and that low end lag means you will lose a lot of drag races unless and until you leave the brake pedal while launching this car way earlier than the lights go green, because that lag is really pronounced. In fact, let me tell you an incident when we were actually drag racing the Polo GT TSI against the Fiat Punto Abarth. The GT TSI would go off the line much later than the Abarth Punto is already rolled off because of this low end lag, and I think they have dialed it in intentionally in order to ensure that the gearbox doesn't go for a toss. Ride quality is brilliant even on these bigger wheels. Yeah, the car is slightly on the stiffer side, especially on expansion joints, which you can feel due to low profile rubber, but for the most part it feels so compliant, and definitely the steering could have done with more feel and feedback, but it's way better than the steering on the Maruti CI, one of its rivals. Through this corner, yeah, composure is good, feels really stable, feels really composed, and if I get hard on the throttle, things are flying. But the motor is very vocal here too, and it is vocal in a nice way because I like the sound from this engine. It is actually quite nice. Ride is compliant, ride and handling balance is absolutely brilliant. Now, you know, this German logo, the German flag on the steering wheel actually increases horsepower by 2, making it faster than regular Ventos, because obviously you can feel the additional punch thanks to the German flag. Somehow it just feels so much more punchy. Brakes are very sure-footed, offer great stopping power as well. Get on the gas, there it revs a lot, but sounds like a tractor from the outside. This motor is not the most silent in terms of NVH, but yeah, harshness is less, but the noise is there and kind of feels like a tractor when you mash the throttle and get into the top end. But I honestly like that sound. It is music to my ears. And lag, and there, once you get past the turbo lag, the turbo sings its song, pulls strongly, offers great punch, puts a smile on your face, and definitely has great amount of oomph as well. Now this car costs rupees 17.5 lakh for the top end variant of the Vento diesel automatic. Gearbox is lovely, very fast with shifts, paddle shifters are solely missed, but other than the fact that this car is old, it really shines in terms of driving feel, build quality, safety, and because it is a German car, there is so much feel on offer. It just feels so robust. It feels like a tank, and at the end of the day, you know, you're paying the price for solid build quality, safety, and a great balance between ride and handling as well. So guys, this is my review of the Volkswagen Vento 1.5 DSG automatic, and a car which I feel is very underrated. It deserves to sell in much better numbers because it's brilliant in almost every way. Only thing is it needs a proper update to make it look fresher in terms of the competition. However, Volkswagen has already brought in the second generation of the Vento in global markets, which is unsure to be brought to India anytime soon, and if it is brought to India, definitely sales of this brilliant car will soar, which it really deserves to, because the car is just mind-boggling. In fact, we actually drove from Delhi to Mumbai in a similar car. Yes, a Volkswagen Vento diesel automatic, and we had a ball of a time because out on the highways it shines bright. It performs so brilliantly well. There is no other car in the segment which can come close to the Vento in terms of driving feel and highway munching ability as well. If you like this video, you know what you have to do. Give it the thumbs up, that's the like button, and also subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys in the next video real soon. Bye bye.